Alright, commence my first script on a phone. Reds 2, let's do it. Hello again. I messed up more. Believe it or not. Never enough to make a yearly one of these, but plenty to fill the time. So please enjoy my ineptitude over the last 4 years. Starting with a fucking redaction from Redactions.
The 5th single off of her 25 album.
It's the 2nd single. It's the 3rd, you fucking dumbass. Wait. Let me check first for the 50th time to make sure. Yes. 3rd. Now we can make some more mistakes for Redactions May Cry 3. Continuing with the Adele apology train. I was a little cranky. This song is good. I was a whiny baby back in 2017. A tiny amount of overplay was all it took to be a little bitch about something so not average. And disagreeable. I think I'm better about getting annoyed with general overplay now. It seems that just turning the dial solves that problem instantly. Weird how that works.
One foot in front of the other.
This is too good to be a hit. Oh God. Welcome to the most fumbled joke I ever formulated. So picture this. I was very disappointed that One Foot probably wouldn't be able to make a top 40 run. I said this about a year after the song came out. That's about the same as being surprised that somebody who crashes in a NASCAR race didn't end up winning. With that failure comes a harder screw-up.
You wanna meet me at the bar?
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Oh, say, can you see? Did you get that? Peak joke? Not with trash timing like that, you can't. What I was trying to get across was how proud I was that the US charts took that crappy song and spit it right back out. But instead of saying that, I made my audience connect the dots between no consistent thread. But an honest mistake. I only didn't catch it when I wrote it, or proofread it, or filmed it, or edited it, or released the video. You know what? It was a pretty terrible mistake. At this rate, Funk Wave Bounces 2 is going to be the most anticipated thing since any Kanye album. Nope, not happening. Whoops. I was a teenager, so this makes this my welcome to the Black Parade. My welcome to the Black Parade was Welcome to the Black Parade. I was the target audience for that song. What, should I pretend that I'm even older than I actually am?
He still used the same idiot who produced I'm Upset.
He did not. My bad.
Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles.
So I got a few comments about how some of the songs on this video sounded off, and you were correct to think that. For some reason, Final Cut Pro 10 decided 2019 was the year adjusting the speed at which my videos played would fluctuate. To keep it simple, some of my music video files play at 29.97 frames per second, and some are at 30. To even them out, whatever my timeline is set to, it rate conforms the one it's not running at. So, 7 Rings runs a little too slow and sounds like it's about a half step lower. To fix it, I pitch shifted it a tad bit higher, which made it sound weird. Maybe I'll keep doing that if songs keep sounding weird in the future, but that was the standout annoying one.
Nothing feels better than it.
This is Radio's favorite Khalid song. To kick off the top 10 things that aged like milk, when writing this video, Talk really had no radio play. During all of the other video production stuff too, barely any. As soon as that video came out, Better disappeared, and Talk took up 4 stations at a time for the next year. I swear, guys, even the Billboard radio charts reflected Talk as massive. Cleveland stations just weren't in the loop. Then they overcompensated like hell. So I'd estimated since then I've heard Talk on the radio about 15 times more than Better. Life is pretty funny like that sometimes. We're about halfway through, so I'm going to use a little intermission to highlight how hindsight has made small changes in my lists. Not really redactions, more or less just small subtractions and additions. Oh God, what an insufferable take. This is what love will do to you kids. Clouds your judgment so bad you put trash like this in your best list. Bad band, bad song. Yeah, it's top 10 worthy.
Hey Panini, don't you be a meanie.
Oh, man. So much better than Old Town Road.
I keep digging myself down deeper.
Caught between years, but easily would have been top 5 in either if I had realized how great it is.
How much money you got? A lot.
Completely missed this in its peak. Damn good song. This is probably an all-time snub. If it wasn't for When the Party's Over, this would be the best song of 2019. Just wow.
I'm a sucker for you.
Nah, this got old. Hipster corner entries are a weird thing to harp on, but this should have been in the front, for sure. And this is fine. Definitely needed a prolonged break from radio play, and we got that. Sacred Hearts Club is a better album with it, so hats off. Maybe I'll feel the same way about Heat Waves in 5 years. Ew. Back to real mistakes.
We're rolling.
I know.
You're gonna use up all the tape.
But it's Redactions. I like to best things up. That's the point. That's why we're here.
That is why we're here.
Anyway, I'm the reason that we're here. I think that those two of the videos that we've made in our lovely podcast may have aged a little quicker than I would have thought, especially when one of them was made in 2018 and then I managed to release it in 2020. I was like, oh boy. Uh-oh. That aged in the making of it. So now we're here to talk about the things that we would like to correct.
For the record, I think mine have aged pretty well. I don't have that much to redact, but I do have things I'd like to, addend?
I have a lot that I just want to add in general, is the point. The thing is that the games that I platinumed, I'm now not soured on. I don't think that platinuming Saints Row 4 twice is a bad thing, or that was stupid to consider. It's just that maybe there were games that were better, harder to platinum, I'm prouder of than that. Because I did it twice.
Must have been a crazy 2 years of gaming.
I went for some difficult platinums that all of a sudden I'm like, oh, whoopsie daisies. Or even more enjoyable ones I'm prouder of.
Cool. All right, well, I'll start off with one of my plats. It's not one that I got recently. I don't think I enjoyed going for any of these trophies, but I really felt obligated to, and I'm glad I did, because I really could. Now I never have to worry about it again. It's Rock Band 4.
That's what I figured. And even you talking about this right now, I was thinking, man, you never brought up Rock Band 4.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's because they suck. I'm so annoyed because I was really close to getting the Platin 2. We know about that. I'm not close to getting the Platin 3. Even though it has the best achievement tracking in the game. Like, it has all of the objectives and it says how close you are. And if you're going for, it's like, play these songs, it'll say, these are the ones that you've done and these are the ones that you haven't done. I'm like, this is brilliant. This makes it so nice to do. But I didn't have a pro guitar. So I'm just not going to be able to do that. But then, Rock Band 4 comes along and they have some dumb and annoying achievements and they don't track very well. And for a time it was like, you have to do them either all in quick play or all in career mode. They don't share the same completion pool.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah. It's like, we're just going to make it annoying. But it's gold 20 songs.
30
songs.
30.
On Expert, there is complete every guitar solo with an 85% or higher.
Yeah.
On Expert or hard. And so when there were ones that I didn't really want to try on, I could just do it on hard. It's this kind of stuff. It's like, I probably could have tried. I didn't really want to. I couldn't tell. There was no achievement tracking, so it was like, I just have to go through all of these right now when I start the game, or else it's going to be lost, and I will have no idea how close I am.
It's the Post-it note system. You have to have that Post-it note where you're like, oh, what, I got a firm 82 on that? Okay, well, on the note it goes. I'm going to keep doing it. Or just straight to hard.
I'm pretty sure
Is there a solo in Dream Genie? Because that's probably how I did that one. Because I have that trophy.
Yeah, there is. The solos in Dream Genie are the easiest part of the song.
That figures. That's the reason that I probably don't have 5 stars expert on every song. Dream Genie's in that pool.
Yeah.
That's a devil tier singing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What am I supposed to do? That was my only out. Is the bass kind of okay? Probably not. It's probably just as bad as the guitar. No, this is an interesting one. I've actually started playing a ton of Rock Band 4. And it's like, what achievements are there? Well, you know, I got some of the ones that I focused on. I got all the career-based ones, all that do a bunch of random stuff. But what the fuck is the 5-streak one? What is that?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about because it's so... Are you talking about Locked In? Get the Locked In award?
I'm pretty sure. Is that... Because my brain just goes to, is that 5 full combos in a row and that's it?
It's 5 mostly full combos. So, you know, if you play... I don't even think it's available in Play a Show. It's just in playlists in tour mode. You'll get these little bonuses when you play, great solo or you hit this many hammer-ons or something like that. And there's one called Locked In where you have to have at least 2 people that do a large chunk of the song without messing up.
You have to do 2 people?
At least 2.
Why?
Because you're locked in together, dude.
Terrible.
Unison bonus.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, I did that by myself. I think I did.
Because you probably sang. And
I did, yeah, I sang on hard, and I probably played guitar or bass on hard. There was also a glitch where back then you could still do it in Play a Show mode, where it just kind of loops through some stuff. If the selection wasn't a song you liked, you could just skip it, and your streak still remained. And so you would just skip until there is a song that you know you could do it on. Anyways, yeah, do that 5 times. What a fun trophy.
I still don't have fail a song that you voted for.
No.
But, I mean, what, am I going to turn no fail off? Is that what I'm going to do? No. Come on.
Yeah.
I like getting my shit kicked in because I keep buying Blink-182 songs and not being able to do them. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. I'll give it my best.
Why would you want to not play the song anymore?
Got Anthem. How fun.
Oh, yeah, I got to get that.
It's fun. Yeah, I'm sure you'll love it. I'm sure it'll be your best friend. I played Brock Show yesterday, and I was like, fuck me up.
Nice.
All right. One of my plats that I didn't have when we did it, but I had as an honorable mention, and now I got it. I got Thumper.
That's right.
I did it.
You know, I guess I kind of expected this to come back. It's earned its position, right?
For sure. It's a weird phenomenon because a lot of games like this, I just kind of drop and then uninstall and then don't. But Thumper, you know, favorite game of all time. I've kept playing. Every once in a while, I pop right in. I'm like, I'm going to try 6+ today. Oh, God. It's too many turns. I'm not used to this. Like, 9. My 9 score is unbelievable. But anyway, this platinum was just fun. It was rewarding. It was time-consuming. A lot of what comes into this is just remembering, oh, how much time did I decide, okay, going to beat this chunk of levels.
It's also pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
There is absolutely no bullshit on the Thumper trophies.
Imagine if there was like hit 5,000 perfect turns.
Oh my god, it'd be terrible. The game has 18 trophies.
100 thumps.
100 thumps isn't hard.
Yeah,
how about
that would be funny.
5,000 thumps? No, it's very straightforward and it's very just go for it. And again, for the last time, Thumper's my favorite game. But if you're gonna do it, just play the game through the first time. Don't try and do any of this super nonsense the first time. You can go back and do it, and you'll be a lot better after that point. Don't do it the first time. I had a friend. I have a friend who's got the nice beat level 1 and beat rank 1S.
Yeah.
I think is what it's called. And of course, that trophy is like a 1.6% just to S an entire level. He's got it, but then he...
But at what cost?
The cost of not playing the best game ever made. What the hell, dude? Come on, man.
I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to get attached to it.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about you. It's not you. Did you do that?
No.
I say you monster.
I definitely got at least to level 3, maybe 5.
That's good. What's interesting about you is that your 3+ score is better than mine. Oh, wait. That's because I did it.
That's right.
Because I did play it on VR.
VR Beetle.
On your account. I was like, this is a lot easier for me to do to not switch things out. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. And then I don't think I've tried it again. But I should.
Well, I was going to ask, does that mean that VR gives you an advantage?
No. I've already talked about this, that I like that VR kind of puts you there, but a lot of times, because you're right against your beetle, when you start flying, you can't see past your beetle. So it's like, oh, God, what's coming? I can't see because I'm flying. I'm trying to do better, but that's making me do worse.
Sounds like a pretty bad design flaw, but whatever. I guess it works.
It's VR. what happened. It's the only VR game I've ever played. I played Super Hot, not VR. It's a fun platinum.
No, that's nice. I like that. I like when achievements kind of just direct you to do all the things in the game. Then it just kind of cuts it off at that. I actually really like doing for a lot of the Call of Duty achievements. Getting those game completions. What was it? COD 4, World at War, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, and 3. I got all of those game completions, and they were just kind of do everything. Later on, they got kind of annoying, like Modern Warfare 3's survival mode. Nobody liked that.
Oh, I was thinking of Modern Warfare 2's chicken killing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that one's annoying.
As annoying as it was, Modern Warfare 2 is a plat that I would like to bring up.
Okay.
Because it was the first plat that I got.
Well, there you go.
And we got it together. Or rather, you were there to get it for me.
I was there to help you get it because Spec Ops.
Because Spec Ops.
And then you were there to help me get it because Spec Ops.
Yeah, and it was, I enjoyed that. It made me enjoy those Spec Ops. And it's like, do you think we would have tried to do it on Veteran if there weren't achievements tied to it?
Probably not.
And are you glad to have done it? I don't know. It's weird to think about.
Well, I mean, that game had the first, exploit in terms of we're going for a platinum, and it's just the one part where you're sitting in the corner and you got to shoot the guy and get some.
Yeah, that's the best. Is we just figured out how to do it in really dumb ways. There's one where you have 15 juggernauts, which are just big slow guys with a lot of health, in a game where you die in a second, and so you just have your buddy die in a doorway, and then block the other guy from getting any closer, and then you just keep picking him up. And the other guy just knifes while he gets down and up and down and up. And then eventually they die. It was beautiful.
I was going to say, I thought the plot was to shoot him and to get some, but you probably run out of ammo.
Yeah. you shoot what you can. Eventually you'll just start knifing a lot.
You start cutting that, get some.
I kind of miss those.
Yeah, those are fun. I didn't remember that was your first one. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was the first game that I played that had trophies, but it was looking at the first set of games I had, it's like, well, I think I can get all of them in this game. Not Little Big Planet. It's not happening. That's got to wait 5 years from now.
That was exactly where my brain went.
And this is also after hearing about achievements for a while in podcasts and other friends talking about it. And I always liked the idea of them and the fact that they were finally on a system that I had. I was like, nice. I'm hooked.
Whoops. How unfortunate. All right. So one that I've gotten since the making of the video, that's basically all of them. It's just, this should have been on here, but my friend Pedro.
Yay.
What a fun one. What a great way to make a great game just look that much worse.
Well, it's interesting to think about, especially because your last one was Thumper. So it's 2 games where it's just play this level perfectly.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's crazy. They are exactly the same. It's just, okay, here's this level, play perfectly. Except with Thumper, it's very straightforward about what needs to happen. And then sometimes in Pedro, it's a time trial with an arbitrary bar that just kind of fills up. Oh, that wasn't fast enough. Do better.
It's so infuriating. And it's back to just bad requirements, What am I supposed to be doing? What's the goal here? If you lose track, that makes it so much harder to actually complete it.
And that's what even made it a lot worse, too, is that some of them was, okay, so it's a final boss, kill him very quickly. Don't use bullet time at all, because that'll just slow you down. But there's one where it's basically, I can't say rail shooter, because of course it's a side third-person perspective.
Yeah.
But there is one where you are basically on a roller coaster. It's like, I can't go any faster. It's going this speed. Yeah, I cannot jump back, but in the end, I'm going to jump off and die, and you can't have deaths that hurts your rankings. So the one time, I'm like, I can't do this any better. I can stand at the front of the platform as it goes.
There you go. Multiple milliseconds of time save right there.
Yeah. Did the bar move anymore? No.
Oh, okay.
It's still the same spot. It's still kind of into the edge of S, but it's not. Just trust us on this one. That's not the time we want. We want something quicker than that.
Well, what is stuff like that? How often do you decide to just look up, this is what a person did to get exactly this?
A few times.
Yeah.
There were a few times where I'm just like, S run this level. I'm like, what time did he get? Okay, I'll try to get that time. And That's how it went.
Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes I don't have the time to figure this out. I don't. I mean, it goes back to what I've always been saying. I don't want to have to deduce this. I just want to have the objective and go. Let me just execute this. So there's no doubt about where it went wrong or what I might be missing.
It's pretty good on the levels in which you can actually get a multiplier and continue killing people. Because, all of a sudden your screen says times 28 at the bottom of it. And you're like, okay, I'm still chaining. This is going well. I think I had a few instances where I didn't get like a full level combo and it broke. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll be fine. And I would be. As long as you got like at least a big, decent amount and you continued moving.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of time to do this one. It was interesting that I dedicated so much time, and I didn't expect to when I got the game, but then I thought, well, let's give it a shot. And then, a few months later, there we go. I ruined my friend Pedro.
No, it's a testament, I guess, to the games that are good enough to make you want to keep playing enough to actually just do everything. Because that's really it. It's just, do I enjoy this enough to keep going for this? Or is there something there's no chance. I'm not going to deal with this.
It was a trick. That's the thing. It was very, very fun, and I was tricked into getting the platinum.
Oh no, video games tricked you by being fun.
Yeah. Fucking Devolver. Assholes.
That's really what it comes down to, especially with this one. Steep, it's just a fun game. And I liked going for all of the trophies, and I liked going for all of the gold medals in every event. And it's like...
And then you liked going for literal gold medals.
Olympic DLC.
Yeah.
I did pick that up. And I was like, this is nice. It was nice to play that game again. And to have like a new series of goals to go for. I didn't actually get all the DLC trophies, but I got a couple of them.
You didn't have to. That doesn't come with the big trophy at the end. No big deal.
It's nice because this is also, I guess, the first extreme, maybe the only extreme sport game that I have all the trophies in. Because none of the Tony Hawk games did I play on a 360. The closest is THPS 1 and 2. I wanted to do it for Skate 2 or Skate 3, but they have a lot of online competitive multiplayer ones. And I'm like, no. My first game of Skate 2 online was Horse, and it was just down a railing. And I don't know what I did. Maybe a kickflip onto a ledge, and then maybe another flip out. And then a guy, he goes, and he's like grabbing the board with one hand. His foot's on one side. He jumps, his foot goes over the board to the other side, all the way down the stairs, and I just left the game.
Good God.
This is beyond me. I'm just gonna get trounced. And that's not why I want to play the game. I just want to enjoy skateboarding. Or in Steep's case, snowboarding. Or parachuting and wingsuiting. The wingsuits were actually like pretty good reflex trials. The parachuting ones all sucked. They were boring, and it was just follow the route really closely, period. And then, of course, the skiing and the snowboarding ones, they were just more interesting because they were either go fast through these obstacles or do a bunch of tricks on the way down this thing. And then it's very simple, just fun to play. All of those like medals and goals within the game are just, this is a good reason for me to keep playing this game. It's enough of a motivation to keep me enjoying this gameplay. And it kind of sucks that once I do all of them, motivation to play it just instantly goes down. Like, I guess I'm done. If the gameplay is fun enough to want to go for all the achievements, it's interesting that it's not to continue playing after that. And I know what it is.
I did that with Overwatch.
Yeah. Well, we never got into competitive with Overwatch.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that I am bothered by it. I did for a little bit, and that was enough. I was like, this is good. I got my fill.
Yeah, actually we did. I think we did do it for like a tiny bit. I remember having a ranking. I remember what the ranking was. But I got 4 kills with Junkrat. Who cares? I'm out of here. I'm on to Paladins,
A much more certifiably good that has a clear cut, like an end. You're like, okay, I'm done with this. You're not hooked
Yeah,
for life.
True. I was forced to install it for last month's video. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway, I'm just going to stick with Devolver. I platinumed Enter the Gungeon. That took way too long. The too many things to do in this game. And the biggest thing is that while I might not have mentioned a lot of these trophies in our trophy video last month, a lot of them just sucked and I never thought about. It's this simple. Steal 10 things. I haven't stolen anything. I'm fucking goody two shoes. I walk
so
in there.
obvious.
Once I accidentally shot the gun and I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, shopkeep. Don't get mad at me.
Please don't shoot me. Please. I'm glad that there's, one thing in here that doesn't shoot me.
Yeah. And then the first time, I was like, okay, so do you just shoot at him and then get shit off the table? Do you just take... No.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so I just lost the shopkeep for this entire run. Wonderful. That's what I wanted to do. No, it's like, if there's any game where I've ever looked at the wiki, it's this game, because it has everything.
Yeah, you gotta.
And of course, I just looked at it and was like, what can steal? Oh, these 13 items actually allow you to... Oh, okay. You could become transparent. Just pick it up. Oh, great. Oh, you could do the charm horn. Oh, he loves you now. I stole it. Great.
Nice.
What's nice is that it was just steal 10 things, not steal 10 things from the shopkeep. It's like you could steal 10 things from other vendors.
Okay, yeah.
So you could do those exact same tricks and try and get them to work. So that one was easier than Ace Winchester 3 times, in which just be good.
Just be good. Nice.
Big idiot.
Love those achievements.
I was very sad all the time where I'd line shots up for like a minute and then I'd pull the trigger and be like, I missed. And then I would just start shooting around. And he's random. You can't get Winchester to show up. He just shows up when he wants to. And it's like, where's this game?
I love achievements that are random.
Actually, what helped with one of those was that there was an object I picked up that allowed me to replenish bullets with hits.
Okay, that sounds very useful,
So
actually.
I got a hit, and I was like, oh, I have an extra bullet. Oh, that's pretty cool. So then I beat Winchester's game with 2 extra bullets. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I should have failed, but I didn't.
Nice. I feel like I remember that. Was I there for that? I was there for a lot of failures, I'm sorry to say.
I remember that I was here when I did platinum the game, and you were out somewhere. I think you were just out. And I got it. I'm like, oh my God, I can stop. It's over. I don't have to play this game again.
Insane.
I mean, I love Gungeon. Again, it's for sure. It is the biggest bang for your buck game on the market.
Yeah.
It costs so little, and there is just so much to discover.
Nice.
Don't get the platinum. It's a mess.
Okay. I won't.
Good. It's good. I don't think you can get a platinum on Switch.
There are some games that have like an achievements menu in the main menu, but it's not like a system-wide thing. They don't interest me that much, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, no. Nintendo, what have you done? It's only good for Strider. What else are you going to do? Console.
All right, this one isn't anything from the decade list or the best plat list, but I do have something that I want to redact from an older video that I made. Top 5 songs that I enjoyed from Rock Band 4.
I think about this video way too much.
Why?
Because I am playing the bass set list a lot more now, and I'm like, I wonder what he thought of this song. I wonder what he thought of this song.
Yeah.
So I bated breath. I want to know. Please,
I'm
please say
sorry,
it.
but it has nothing to do with Rock Band 4.
Oh, damn it.
It has all to do with when I was talking about Milwaukee, I said
the indie end of the spectrum isn't the most consistent. They can be fun and upbeat like Tongue Tied, or they can be kind of meh like Combat Baby.
And since then, I'm a really big Combat Baby fan by Metric.
You fool.
Turns out it's actually a fun song. I don't know, fun to sing, pretty fast, pretty involved, but nothing too crazy. It just sounds nice and it moves at a really solid tempo for me. I like my songs to always have something going on. Enjoy that something, and that song had it, and I guess I just forgot about it when I made that, and then afterwards there was at least one comment that said, oh, I love Combat Baby, and that was enough to flip me around. Maybe I'll check out more Metric. I haven't since. I'm sorry.
I listened to the Light Bulb album.
How was it?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
I'll give it a try.
Cool. I don't even know if it's on that album. I don't know Metric very well.
I don't think so.
I've listened to one album of Metric's.
If you got the Rock Band 3 export, you have it in your library.
Maybe.
Play that next time you boot it up. That'll be on our next redactions. You're going to redact my video.
Redact the whole thing. I'd redact it already, because where the fuck is Light Up the Night by Protomen, you monster?
I like Light Up the Night.
You monster.
It wasn't that interesting to play.
It's not the most dynamic drum song, I would admit. But just listening to it outside of the game, I'm like, this song fucking rocks. I love it.
Yeah, I really should listen to that song more, and probably even just more of their stuff more. I heard The Wolves or something by them got recommended to me on a Spotify Weekly, Discover Weekly,
Discover
and
Weekly.
it was pretty good.
Discover Weekly is my religion. I'm happy that you showed me that.
It's pretty good, yeah. And
It's done a lot.
Nice.
Anyway, my last plat that I didn't bring up was on your list. It was Celeste. Well,
Yay.
well worth it.
Yay.
Definitely a game that, if you give up on it because you're thinking, man, I'm just too frustrated, just give it a little time.
Yeah.
Get back into it, because then you'll be reinvigorated.
I forget if I talked about this before because it's shown up a bunch of times already, but that's exactly what happened to me too.
Yeah.
I started it, and then I stopped because I wanted to play something easier, so I just finished Persona 5. And then afterwards I was like, yeah, I'll go back to something that's a timing challenge and super fast and quick reflexes, amazing platform puzzler. Not puzzler, just platformer.
It depends. There's the puzzle where there's birds. Where's the heart? I don't know. Birds. But
Bird up.
I got back into it only because it was when I was editing our top 10 games of a year. I was like, I'll just record Celeste. Fine. I'll just reinstall it. And I played it for like 5 seconds, and I'm like, that was pretty fun. Like, I already beat this level, but what about the levels I didn't beat? Okay. I'll try it again.
You got me.
Yeah. And then I did it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I felt like it went pretty well. I definitely had way less deaths in every other B-side and C-side core run than I did in the 6 B-side that I did way too early into the game, which is what deterred me. Celeste is fun. Just give it another try.
Yeah. I wonder what's going to be the next super hard but really good platformer, Because I talked about this last time, but I didn't really care to beat Super Meat Boy enough. I don't know, played N+. What are the other hard platformers? The End is Nigh. Oh. You heard about all these games?
No. What's Hades? I heard it's hard in general.
I don't think it is. It's like a roguelike story game by the people that made Pyre.
But is there a jump button? That makes for a platformer.
Oh, it's isometric, and it would be weird to jump in that kind of game. But I haven't played it, so it might.
So no. Or it is.
Maybe it's like Enter the Gungeon. You just get a jetpack.
Enter the Gungeon has platforming.
It does.
You roll over pits. Sometimes you roll deliberately into pits to get to the bottom of the elevator.
I don't.
You don't. Maybe you do now, though. When you go for that Nintendo Switch celebration. I don't know what the last trophy would be in the Nintendo Switch if it was to have it.
Nintendo Switch celebration. Like the equivalent of a platinum trophy is you get a message from Nintendo that says congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay. I might do it for that.
Like the Wii, where it had kind of like your daily inbox that had no other purpose. You just kind of get like an email that's in there. It's not personalized. A bot sends it. It's got to be approved by Nintendo, though. They'll look at your stuff, make sure you weren't cheating.
Nice. Nintendo, hire us.
I say, you hear us? Here, we got this. We got your backs. Nintendo. I'll compose that email. Don't even worry about it.
Can't wait to see it on my Switch. All right. Yeah, I got a couple games that I think are top of the decade worthy.
Yeah.
By a couple, I mean 2. And by 2, I mean 2 at once and then 1 more later.
Oh, fun.
I'm cheating a lot, but...
You never cheat. That's what's amazing about this and so shocking that you would cheat.
It's just, there's a lot that I want to talk about and I think that are deserving. But anyways, Fibbage and Quiplash. Fibbage and Quiplash are great.
Okay, yeah.
It's been one of the most reliable party games that I've had in the past decade.
Yeah.
Of any type of game. It's just a good, fun thing to do.
For sure. Nothing else fills that void. And it is so accessible to literally anybody who you're around.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
It's so great. I love making jokes, and I love hearing jokes, and the ones that land just become jokes to be used later on.
Perfect. Because you're a good friend.
Even some of the other games have jokes that have lived past their sessions, I think about the t-shirt that says "Go into Target" all the time. And TKO's probably, it's worthy of mentioning as well, but we just didn't play it as much and it wasn't as easy to...
It just wasn't as accessible.
Right, and especially because Fibbage has the All About You, which all the questions are about the people who are playing. Great icebreaker, friendship improver. And Quiplash has the custom messages. You can set up your own setups for jokes.
Can you?
And then hear other people finish them off. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, I don't think I've ever played that.
Next time.
Shit.
Parties are back on the board.
Oh my god, we're getting there.
I should start thinking of prompts. Just write them down, and then the next time we play...
Yeah, you could just be like the Quiplash master.
the Quip Master. I'm
That's
ready.
Perfect.
Game of the
Yeah.
decade.
Yeah,
One of
game
them.
The decade. Let's get those parties going.
Games of the decade.
You know, it wasn't in last decade that allowed for parties. Anyway, my one decade game that I didn't bring up was oddly in that time period, just wasn't on the radar. It was just that game that was very sad. We just wanted to enjoy it. And god damn it, Rainbow Six Siege is back, baby.
Dude, that's so crazy. It's
No.
also the other game that I would have on my decade.
No way! That's insane, man. Oh, I think what I've been thinking about recently is that, like, I don't think I'm any good at all. And it's part of the reason is, like, Kyler will not let it go. It's not his fault. I've talked about Steven in Melee a lot.
Yes.
And how Steven always watched pros who would practice tech. See, Kyler's doing that now for Rainbow Six, and he's like, I can't watch Ducky. He just stands straight up and down, and he always just like, but I got 3 kills with a supernova in a round. What is there to change? It is street smarts versus book smarts all over again. Is that I've taught myself how to do very stupid things that end up working. I got Garage of Consulate the other day. I got a fucking peak pre-fire kill with Kali in the head. It was a snipe shot. It was fucking sick.
Yeah, it's so interesting. This is just a great game. This is the only competitive game against like other people that I play. And I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so addicting. And I have the same concerns where I feel like the tricks that I'm using with success, at some point, they're just not going to work anymore.
We've kind of come to that. We're starting to like allow the world to learn that Amaru jumping through a barricade and immediately planning is things that somebody does.
Yeah.
So now teams prep for it a lot better than when I came up with that idea a year ago.
I have to imagine that if Kyler were playing with us a year ago, you would have historical proof of when that became a thing. We have weird strategies, and I guess they work. And there's something super fun about that.
Kyler gets super frustrated that, you know, a lot of rounds we wait too long. I have more success when I just go for it in the last 15 seconds.
It's absurd how often that works.
There was a round the other day where literally I was outside of a window and I'm like, what are we going to do? There's nothing we can... You know what? And I just rappelled up, looked into that window. Guy throws a cell at me. I hit him in the head. I shoot down, reload the gun, get back up. Oh, there's Tachanka. That's your head. Okay, see ya. Come in. Oh, we playing the diffuser. I'm around the corner. Oh, I got the other guy too.
Yeah, just
Oh,
sometimes that happens.
After the 15-second mark, you get 3 kills. The other one that happened that very same night is highs and lows with this game. We're still talking about the same thing 5 years ago from when that list even happened, is that this is a game of extreme highs and lows.
Yeah.
One round, we have 10 seconds left. I go to shoot a guy. I shoot Kyler through a wall, and it gives me instant triangle death because I downed him and shot him after I downed him through a wall. We lose the round. Next round, I jump in a window, shoot in a direction with 5 seconds left, kill 2 people.
We win.
We win.
We won that game.
This is it. No other game does this.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I still like about it is that I really feel like we joke about it, but I think I'm bad at working with a team in tandem with other people because I always just want to do too many things, and I don't want to have to wait for somebody else if I want to just run around, and that's like a viable strat. Sometimes I die like every single round, but sometimes it's really good that I wasn't on site.
And I would have never, ever thought of roaming being a good option for me. And then it works really well. And it's just this fucking stupid thing, like me in Call of Duties, is that now I've gotten into this rhythm where I'm like, oh, so I'm at 2F Oregon. I'm Mira.
This is what you do here.
This is what I do here. Oh, basement? I'm Ela. And I do that for probably 75% of the locations. I'm like, this is the operator I'm playing.
It's optimal.
Was it close and it didn't work? Maybe I'll play somebody else. Oh, do we have to do like Ubisoft Connect free renown things this week? Nah, maybe I'll be Castle for no reason.
You love the dude. It's funny because I have the same thing, except it's the same characters, but I just play the same characters on every location, so. And I like that.
Oh, you're like, I'm at Oregon.
Guess I'll be Ace.
He's pretty good.
Well, we're going to cafe? I think I'm going to have to pick Ace.
Oh, God. We got stuck with Villa. I think Ace might do the job.
I don't know. It's great, and I'm glad that we're still playing it. And it doesn't feel like we're going to stop playing it anytime soon.
Yeah.
And that's great. Great fun.
The one thing I was thinking of is it reminds me of Paladins and how I've managed to get every operator without spending money, but that's not true. I did buy the deluxe edition because I forgot my disc once when I came over, and I was like, oh, well, it's $8, and I get 16 operators. Okay. I guess
it's worth it.
I guess I'll do it. And
Who is your favorite operator from that pack? Capitao?
Ela.
Oh.
Kidding me? Ela I won't use most times, and all Kyler ever says is, why don't you just fucking be Ela? And I'm like, because it's too good. I don't want to be too good. That's unfair. I want to have fun here.
It's like not using the MP40.
Okay. I never, unless it was for like a challenge or I got sick of dying to MP40s, would I use the MP40.
It was a different time back
That's
then.
basic shit. I won't do it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we had to redact.
All right, sick.
I feel like if you pressed me, I could probably just talk about more. But I don't know. Maybe that'll be in our next 10 items we want to talk about.
I don't want you to talk more.
Okay.
I was trying to keep this short.
Oh.
This is in the middle of a video.
What?
Sorry, back to your regularly scripted redactions. Get out of this.
Is there anything else you want to record?
No.
Dropped out of school, now we...
I totally cheated to get this on that list, because the popular version includes a worthwhile group. The Throne is a great distraction from this nauseating beat, uninspired Drake, and Original's terribleness. It's still bad, but it at least has some character with this version. And it's the version that made the year end, which is the only criteria for that list, so it shouldn't have counted.
Everybody take it off.
I'm completely incapable of hating this song. I just love Kesh's stuff so much. I could only muster a 4 out of 10 when I listened to it on the vinyl. Just pretend that at number 20 was best day of my life. Fucking trash.
Give me everything.
Classic bad execution again. I made it sound like I actually don't like this song, unironically. So was I just not gonna mention this production at all? The way Afrojack fills the space with drum fills, every second is built on the beat. And even if this specific synth font does sound a little dated now, the energy is unmatched. It's not as good as many early decade party jams I brought up last video, but it didn't have to be. It was the Pitbull song, and it saved the world. Thank you, Pit. Make Boost Mobile ads forever, please.
Ducky's top 100 songs of all time, 90 through 81.
To date, since getting a semi-good grasp on my writing voice, this video is the most underscripted thing I've made. So let me elaborate a little better. Perfect instrumentation, incredible emotion, but mostly held together with a wonderful cooing mixed with great synth work. Fitz could never touch this again. Hooks for eons, beat dominator, fantastic instrumental choices like chimes, and probably the best Sgt. Pepper's homage since itself. All I have to add is if you think this song is bad, you're so fucking wrong, dude. Alex Trimble deserves way more credit for carrying this with his situationally perfect voice. The melodic and rhythmic guitars mesh wonderfully, and the mallet-like synth to close drives this baby home. Everybody's individual part is a work of art. RHCP's Height really was this understated masterpiece. It's the slow jam alt-rock deserved. Jeff Lynne is singing his fucking heart out. It's lovely. Incredible sharp keys for the time. Absolutely one of the best gallop riff songs of all time. Objectively best song on the album. Not many songs hit harder than this one. Builds until everything collapses. Okay, back to Real Mistakes. You know, I've already said that in this video. How bad am I at my job? Holy shit.
That's gross. Why is he singing like that?
They. I apologize. I just forgot that at the time.
I'm no good at goodbyes.
Goodbyes is Post Malone's best song, in a vacuum. Not my favorite, but definitely his best. That bit was just for the Young Thug portion. That is without a doubt his worst guest appearance.
Let's just say it's number 4, and I won't have to bring it up during Redactions 2, Critical Boogaloo, coming fall of 2020.
I'm so bad at my job.
Time Life Treasures 2-disc set. It's so old, modern CD players won't even read it.
Apparently, CDs can also deteriorate if they have a chemical reaction, a phenomena known as disc rot. I don't think we dipped it in acetate or anything.
What makes this so much better than Piano and Brushes?
The same difference between Yes and ELO. A damn orchestra. ELO is fine. Yes are fucking gods. The fact I even compared them, let alone implied Jeff Lynne was any percent better, is a travesty. I had no idea what was in store.
Eat your heart out, Ariana.
Sometimes I like phrases. Eat your fucking heart out, Charlie Puth. A lot. This one in particular, as of today, I'm retiring. No more heart eating. So if we don't talk about what's going on with the country, win-win for Disney's corporate news channel. Fox News was left out of the 20th Century purchase, so they actually are not linked to Disney. Thankfully. This is not a redaction. This is a clarification. Is an end-of-year entry a hit? Maybe. Anything that touched Billboard's Hot 100 and couldn't make it into the top 40 is a non-hit. Did Walk Me Home enter the top 40? Nope. Not a hit. Don't care what your subjective definition of that is. The only memorable thing about its year-end placement is that it barely made it, and that's probably why people remember. Would have fallen through the cracks if it was the 80th biggest hit, but no. It was at the all-powerful number 90. Who gives a fuck? That song sucks. Just let me talk about it. And that's it. To more future blunders. Other stuff is coming soon. I won't say so I don't fuck that up too. Thank you, Nick, Cal, Emily, Temple, Ryan, Nicole, and Mike. $4 a month gives you the privilege of being here too.